Morgan BJ's. Might not be such a bad thing. Good morning, guys. It's I don't even know. See, I always start the video and I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. See, my weeks are all messed up. And the baby was up last night, kicking and screaming. And the dog was hot, so the R1 lab, if it's too hot in the bedroom, he starts to pant. And then I just take him downstairs and sleep on the couch. Since it's like 10 degrees cooler in our family room than it is our bedroom. And so I didn't really get much sleep. So anyways, a little worried about today. I've got a vehicle to haul that hasn't run in 10 years. And it has 4 flat tires, and that's not what I'm worried about. I have my winch, I have everything I need, but I don't know if I can physically get to it. If you know anything about Morgantown, West Virginia, everything is so packed in, like in city limits. And I looked at Google Maps and it looks like I can get there, but I'll be blocking the road. And if it's got 4 flat tires, I could be there for, you know, 45 minutes to an hour trying to get it up on the trailer, get it straight, things like that. So a little worried about it, but we'll deal with that when it comes, because that's not going to be till this afternoon. But I'm going to get on the road, and got my girly lunch box today. It's all the store had. Got some caffeine. We're going with, oh, whoa guys, chill out. God, sorry. Going with a little Bangster berry this morning. They didn't have my go-to flavors in there, and they were 2 for $4, so we decided to get this one. And let's go. Not a bad setup here out of Wisconsin. Little step deck aluminum line, all aluminum trailer, 17.5-inch wheels, pretty decent sized trailer. Good morning, guys, welcome back to the channel. So I didn't do much recording yesterday. I apologize. Yesterday was a very frustrating day. I'll show you why it was frustrating here in a second. But if you want to do us a favor, make sure you subscribe to the channel. 65% of you still are not subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to grow to 10K. By the end of the year, early next year, I want to really ramp up this channel. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. But I'll show you why yesterday was frustrating. So we're doing our pre-trip here, letting the truck warm up a little. Got the small trailer out, everything looks good, and then you come back to this thing. Looks great, doesn't it? So picked this van up out of Morgantown, West Virginia. If you know anything about Morgantown, the streets are small, the houses are tight, and it's very hilly. So I fully expected to have to call a tow company with a rollback to come pick this thing up out of the driveway and put it on my trailer. I was totally expecting that because of how the streets are. So actually, the truck's a little noisy. Let me check these straps. I'll finish my walk around, and then we'll finish the story in the truck. Fully expected to have to call a rollback to come get this thing out of this driveway and set it on my trailer. He'd bring it right up to the back of my trailer. I'd hook the winch to it and winch it on my trailer. It's called the local tow company. They told me 95 bucks. If there's no issues, they'd do that for me. There was no problem. So said about 15-20 minutes, which is great. So I'm getting the van ready, making sure everything's tight, the body's not gonna fall apart going down the road, and a wrecker shows up. So I was a little skeptical, and I was like, you sure you can get this thing up to the back of my trailer with a wrecker? He's like, yeah, no problem. Well, things went south from there. He got it out to the trailer, things happened. I had to turn around, we had to load it a different way. So anyways, about 2 hours or so later, it was on my trailer and we were headed back towards the house. So that was a long day yesterday, and I'm not going to bore you with any more of that. So that's not the point of today's video. I just wanted to show you how rough that van was. We're gonna go deliver it. We're gonna go deliver the car before it, and then we're gonna switch things up a little bit. So I'll check up with you guys then. Alrighty, so we are 3.4 miles away from delivery of this van. Now, it's supposed to be a big property that has a lot of like room for me to go back and turn around, but they want it in a certain spot. I'm hoping, I know his son, he's having his son meet me there to show me where to put it. What I'm hoping is, I tried to put air in the tires, the one's off the bead. Tried to put air in the other tire and it was just leaking right out there, so dry, cracked. What I'm hoping is I can either like back up to a spot and like hook it to a tree and slowly pull forward. Should be fine. I've done it before. There's no big deal. Those ramps just slide across the ground. Or he has a truck and we just pull it off with a truck. It rolls actually pretty good after we freed everything up from having the wrecker pick it up and move it out of the lady's driveway. Kind of freed everything up. I love when I'm videotaping and there's always a cop. Anyways, let's get to this house and see what we got. Well, we have good and bad news. Good news is he's got a Subaru. That'll do it. And there is a crap ton of stuff back here. Just big ass RVs. One of those little, I guess they're probably like Mitsubishi trucks. Semi trucks. All kinds of stuff back here. And the latest and greatest news. Car hauler overturns. Coming to an intersection near you. Get this thing sprayed off. It's got mud all over. And doesn't look like it's gonna rain this weekend, so I am gonna get this thing sprayed off and get her cleaned up a little bit before we head home. So as some of you may know, my Duramax is currently out of commission with a blown head gasket, and this truck does not have a rear hitch on it, a bumper pull hitch, which is a shame, but I have one on order, which is fine. So when you happen to have the world's best dad, there's my enclosed trailer. I said, hey, I need to borrow a truck, and he gives me the new nice one. New to him. Let's get out and show you that. So this is a 2011 Lariat F350 dually hooked to my 24-foot enclosed trailer. Now, Dad just, oh, it's dirty. He must have been driving it this week, which is weird. Because there's a 6.0 and the Mustang's at my house actually. So he just got this thing back. He got it, when he bought it, he got the mirrors painted white and he got the fenders painted. The fenders had rock chips on them, so he went ahead and got those touched up. It's a Lariat, nice truck. It's got 99,329 miles on it, but it's got a brand new motor. The motor's got like 3,000 miles on it. The previous owner had the motor going in it, put a rod through the block, I think while towing one of their race trailers is what they used it for. So shout out to my good buddy Jordan, who knew the owner of this truck. My dad saw it for sale, they made the connection and they got it done. So it's got like 3,000 miles on a brand new motor. It's got sunroof. Like I said, the only thing this truck doesn't have is navigation. So we're gonna hop in this and get down the road. We've got a car to pick up in the enclosed trailer and get that delivered, which is why we're using this truck today. All right, this thing is super comfortable. I reset the miles per gallon to see what we get pulling this trailer. I decided I was going to restart it going up the mountain, so we'll wait a little while for that. But man, this thing's comfortable. The seat, I feel real like, I don't know. I guess that's from riding around in a cabin chassis all the time in a work truck, and then you switch over to something like this and you realize like how uncomfortable a cabin chassis is. So it's got me thinking, I don't know, this is a nice truck. Should I look for one? Could use another dually in the fleet, that's for sure. If I get another dually in the fleet, that would mean the Chevy would go to another purpose. I'd keep it, but it would go to another purpose, and that's for another day. But let's see how this thing does on miles. It's completely stock. It's bone stock with a practically brand new engine. So let's see what we get for fuel mileage. Towing the enclosed. We got to get loaded, but the car is probably in the 2,000-ish pounds. It's a rolling chassis. Fiat convertible. I moved this thing I don't know, maybe a year or two ago. I remember moving it, I just don't remember how long ago it was. So I moved it from the painter to the guy's house. Now it's going from the guy's house back to the painter to fix a few things, and that's what we're gonna get done today. Alright, let's do a strap check on this thing. I'll show you guys what we're hauling, since I didn't really want to videotape at the guy's house. So let me get us unlocked here, and we'll keep locks on these things at all time, just because of how much equipment I have in here, even when there's not a car in here. See what we got. All right, got our straps crossed in the back, still tight, a little loose on that one. Cinch them all up. Ow. So we got it in here to let this truck go by. Jeez. Anyways, so we got it in here with the winch. Run over the snatch block from there, winched it right up in. Got the winch, we got a strap. So this guy is very particular of what's wrong with it. Just talking about these body lines there, door gap, body line here. But it's an old Fiat convertible. Very small, which is nice. Easy to get around. You got room on both sides. Got room front and back. Lost something off of it. Piece of a wheel well or something you had in there. Make sure that goes with it.
Did you move the one on the more towards the cab?
I'd move it more towards the cab, as much as you feel comfortable.
Okay.
Alright, well, it's delivery time. This guy's got a paint shop at his house. I think it's this one right down here at the bottom of the hill. Yep, there he is waiting for us. And just like that, delivery is done. Quick little money on the way home. Be home by 4 o'clock on a Friday. That's pretty good news. Got about 12 miles to the gallon. Pulling this parachute of an enclosed trailer with this completely stock 6.7. Ran very well. You know, I'm impressed with as well as this runs. I mean, I always knew 6.7s ran, the new Power Strokes ran good, but I've never had like adequate seat time other than loading and unloading them. And I've never, I don't want to say never, have ever pulled anything with a 6.7 Ford. I don't really think I've done anything other than test drive them and load them on my trailers. So pretty impressed. Makes me think maybe a Ford is the next move. You know, think about getting a crew cab dually and keeping everything else that I have, but adding another truck because I want to eventually put a driver in the Dodge with a wedge or something or of those along those lines. So maybe this would be a good move for me for my next vehicle. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you have a Ford, what do you think? The only thing that I don't necessarily like about the Ford is the complication of the engine. I talk about this in all my videos about why I bought a Dodge, of how easy they are to work on. You know, you tell me I need to pull ahead on a Dodge, I'm like, all right, give me an afternoon, it's done. You know, like my Chevy, if I had a blown head gasket in my Dodge, it would have already been fixed by now, but the Chevy is just taking forever, and that's, you know, part due to not having any time to work on it. So the same thing with the Power Stroke is, you know, how comfortable am I working on it? You know, who knows? Because I doubt I'd buy a brand new one. I have been hearing some pretty bad things about the I don't even know if I don't think I have a stop sign here. Oh, no, I do. I've been hearing some pretty bad things about the 10 speeds. I've seen a couple people having issues with the transmissions going out of them already, and I think that's partly due to them shifting all the time, causing heat and friction within, you know, within the transmission. So would I stick to maybe like you know, do I want an aluminum duty, or do I want the old body style? You know, it's a possibility. I've really enjoyed, you know, pulling this trailer, using this truck today. I'd like to hook it up to my big trailer and put like 2 pickups on it and see how I like it then, because I know these have weak exhaust brakes, and that's one strong feature of the Dodge. But who knows? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow.